So all those things, we spend most of our day and our time and our worry and our anxiety worrying about all those things, those many things, those 10,000 things that life is constantly asking us how we're going to deal with, and are we going to have enough of this or enough of that? And all the while, although those concerns are valid at the level of our humanness, and certainly we have to attend to those matters, but if that's the only place that I pay attention in my life, then I am missing this whole vast, deeper understanding of who I am, for which all of those outer things really don't matter. If I don't know who I am, then I am going to be doing this constant seek but not find. I'm kind of continually trying to change the circumstances of my life so that I'll finally be okay. There's this sort of endless seeking. Do we notice this? There's this endless seeking. And we live in a culture which is every day is coming up with new technology, new gadgets and gizmos and things to tell us that now life will be easier if we have this or we have that. And it's such a seductive sort of a path that is presented to us each and every day. And if we're not grounded, if I'm not grounded in the deeper search for who and what I truly am, then I can get tossed about by circumstances of life. Do you know this? Do we know this? That life seems like to have us by the throat sometimes when things are not going well, because we're so identified with the body, we're so identified with our job and our money and our circumstances, that if that's all that I think that I am, then life can have its way with me, yes? But if I know that I am something deeper, I am something more fundamental, more universal, more non-physical, completely non-physical, completely infinite in my nature. And if I have a sense of that, then I can go through the circumstances of life, whether I'm getting what I want or I'm not getting what I want. And a part of me I know is untouched. A part of me I know is immune from the vagaries of life, from the outrageous winds of fortune and misfortune. Don't touch this. And that's why this work is so important. Because if you haven't been challenged sufficiently in life to realize how important this awareness is, well, God bless you. And if you have, you know that the answer is not to try to become a better manifester in your life until you first understand what you should be manifesting in your awareness. Because what I know is that there is no such thing as a perfect outer condition that will make you happy all the time. Hello? Does anyone know what I'm saying? Haven't you thought you had it all figured out? I know what I need, and you'll get it. It's the house, it's the person, it's the money, it's the retirement, it's the whatever. And that same voice that was telling you, this is it, that seeking, desiring sort of voice of desperation, this yearning that sort of is always there, that same voice will never be satiated. It will be temporarily satisfied, yes? And then, just like the crabgrass in your yard, it emerges yet again. It's another season of yearning and wanting and desiring and craving, and now it's something else. It's somebody else. It's something more, just a little more. Just a little more. And this is what the Buddhists call the definition of what? It's an S word. Suffering. Suffering. Suffering is wanting what you don't have. And there's always in this consciousness of superficiality and materiality, there is always a wanting of what I don't have. Because we're always thinking that there's something other than this, somewhere other than here, some moment other than this moment. This moment gets overlooked. As we said last week, when we overlook this moment, we overlook the only peace that we'll ever find. When I'm looking where over the rainbow, then I am missing the rainbow that is here. I am missing the perfection of my own being. And that's why this work is so essential. If we truly want to awaken, if we truly want to finally put an end to the seeking that is the seeking but not finding, which is the ego's plan, then we have to become familiar with this inner life